I am Al Bartell, a candidate for mayor of the city of Atlanta. I'm here this morning to give a public policy statement about the transportation initiative known as TSPLOST. TSPLOST as a transportation initiative violates the principles of equity and governance. To move the city of Atlanta forward in the 21st century, we must have 21st century leadership. With 21st century leadership, we must usher in a worldwide movement called equity in governance. The equity in governance movement is designed to have neighborhood leaders, community leaders, faith leaders, and small business leaders included in the decision-making process of governance. When the TSPLOST initiative was designed, it violated those 4 principles for the citizens of Atlanta, Georgia. For neighborhood leaders, there were no roundtable discussions in the 200 neighborhood associations. No projects were designed from the TSPLOST to impact those neighborhoods. For the 75 communities of interest, there were no development sessions in those communities. So the TSPLOST initiative has no programs for those communities of interest. For the 50 faith-based organizations, there were no symposiums in those faith-based organizations. There were no TSPLOST initiatives designed to impact and include those faith communities. And for the 25 small business corridors, there were no TSPLOST initiatives, no TSPLOST conferences in order to ensure that the transportation initiative would impact those small business corridors. So we're delivering a public policy statement to say that the TSPLOST initiative has violated the principles of equity in governance. To be a 21st century city, we need a 21st century movement. That is a movement for equity in governance. Equity is for the people. Governance includes the people. This TSPLOST initiative violates the principles of equity in governance. Somebody has to speak out. Somebody has to stand up and say no to TSPLOST now and no to TSPLOST in the 21st century. I want to thank you for being a part of this communication, and thank you for being a leader in the city of Atlanta and the southeast region of the United States of America. That concludes the public policy statement of saying no to the TSPLOST initiative.